All right, let's go. Let's see what you got in store for us this year, Bungie. Please, come on. I need a good expansion this year. Come on. It's the final one.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore
in the Paul
deep
George
into the depths
PS
of
or
Venus,
PlayStation
hunting a
shoes.
machine
I don't even know
god
what
that
number they are,
controlled
but
time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape. We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be difficult. And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or are looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world, a vacuum-sealed experience begging for you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
all right, Joe. What do you got for us? See it.
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back.
Oh, it's still Tower. What?
Why you were chosen.
Bro, that armor looks sick.
The truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling. But I know now. After all we've seen,
Yo.
all we've lost, this fight might be our last. So I'm asking you one last time to rise.
That helmet is fire. What? What is that? My bro, I just had a void axe. What is that? Excuse me? Bro, I'm probably peeking out my mic right now. I don't give a shit.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
Yo. I'm watching too.
When we were
I'm
thinking
currently
what the final
recording
shape
as well.
could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to
Did you
pay
just
off
see the
this
void axe?
epic confrontation with the witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel
That's the
nostalgic
trailer, right?
for
That's
the
it.
entire journey. you've
No,
been
this is
on.
a 45-minute reveal apparently.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the Pale Heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it.
Bro, those armor sets look
The Pale Heart of the
fantastic.
Traveler is what it's trying to use
I don't know
to
about
be
you.
a connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning.
I didn't see
It
anything
wants
that
to
stood
fix
out,
all
like, I
that.
can't even
So
remember.
it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face of Oblivion.
It's the old tower, bro.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala,
Yo, actually,
Korra,
or is it
Ghost.
just 18
It's a
missions
reconnect
and
with
then
Cayde
we have no
6.
idea what the hell
So,
happened and it's
like,
over?
While there's this great conflict and
I'm gonna
everything going on
predict
around
that
us and stakes of
Traveler
just
ate up the old
unimaginable
world. That's
heights,
why they never talk
it's
about
still
the
at the
old
end,
tower.
a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions. who
Wait,
have been
the
fighting
Traveler is
together
sunsetting.
for hundreds of
The
years.
Traveler is sunsetting. He just sunsets the fucking planets and shit.
Oh my god, yeah, it's the old
In the
travel
final
or it's
shape,
old tower.
we're
Oh my
going through
god.
the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it
The
and
backdrops
stop
are
the final
cool. The
shape.
audio sucked ass.
Inside the Traveler is just infinite, vast,
There was, like, no, like,
unknowable,
Like no
and we're
build
landing
up.
on
There's
the
like
Pale
no
Heart,
like
which
drop,
is
nothing.
A fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
IMO.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little strange, it makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, and it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
This is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's really a labor of love from
Nostalgia
the Destiny
bait
team.
to get people to
The
pre-order.
final shape means so much to everyone who's
pre-ordering,
building it,
dude, no
and I
shot.
think players are really going to be
I'm
able
probably
to see
going
that.
to. It's
The
inevitable.
Pale Heart is our very first linear destination
Ooh,
that
that
we've ever done.
gun looks cool.
I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see
cool
things
area.
that are more
Yeah,
and more
this
wrong as
area
they
looks
begin to go
very
towards the
good.
Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with.
Also, that's one thing they do a good job of in this
You're
game
not the
is
God Slayer
making you
right now.
feel
You're
like
just this little person jumping
make you
from
feel like you're like
these
so
massive
small in
pieces
scale to other
massive
things.
pieces.
What the hell is that head?
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
Oh? New
Subjugators
enemies?
are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final shape.
Wait, what the hell,
Have an
boy?
enhanced power set.
He can suspend me? Oh, no.
Strand powers to face
Super
the
Saiyan
Guardian.
looking ass.
Well, in support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They got the anime
They bring
stance.
something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this.
If I get suspended and killed, I'm
They're
literally
back
going
there
to
hanging
fucking
away with
slam my
stasis
keyboard.
abilities, throwing
Yeah, there you
crystals
go.
at you,
You got
freezing you in
suspended.
place, tangling you up.
He just destroys your ghost. Your game fucking uninstalls.
We're focusing you.
That's the final shape.
The campaign, but only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe.
So they got, yeah, they made Rogue
have
a
to stop the
fucking
final shape from happening.
basic enemy.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination. And so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
You do a raid and then you stop playing.
Oh wait,
The
so they're saying this
campaign
is
in the
like
final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses. So
She just
it's
said
only natural
raids?
that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to
Oh, she means like
overcome
raids in
the
general.
final shape.
Yeah, I
and the
think so.
Witness.
Watch, they don't end the DLC with the expansion. You have to play 3 more seasons and listen to weekly dialogue.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler.
I like the
Very close
Yo, it's
to
the
this
sound
energy.
effect guy.
This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We want to create
effects in the game are
something that
great.
turns you into a
Wait, what?
powerhouse, but also can benefit your allies.
He just
in
said
a
new
support
supers.
capacity. There is this thread
Well,
of
with the
team
axe.
play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds. The Warlock Super is its ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This
It's
Solar Warlock
Sunsinger.
Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all of these projectiles going off.
Dude, it's the old
doubling
Solar
amount of
Warlock super.
projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying Scorch when they're
That's
shooting.
actually
The new
really
solar
cool.
Warlock aspect. When I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Dude, the Sandbox team's for real goat.
Twilight Arsenal. It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity thing where they suck
That's
a bunch
actually,
of
like,
energy,
really
enemies
cool.
in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around, and you and your allies can go and pick up that axe and start wailing on enemies with it.
This super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect, I press and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade. And
There's
turn it into
no
the
way
shield.
that's an
The
ult.
more damage it takes,
That is actually
the more
so
it
cool.
charges
PvP?
up, and then
Imagine-
when you release that, it creates this blast
Yeah.
that deals massive damage.
You can shield?
You can shield and then use a hand. Wait.
Arc is all about
Oh.
finding the shortest
Oh,
distance between
shit.
2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife and throws it
I just
across
got
the
mad.
world, and then is able to blink to its position, do the
I'm on
slash
YouTube,
that
get
just
fucked.
decimates
Dude, this
anyone
looks
nearby.
sick.
One really great thing about that
What?
is not just
You can
do it
teleport?
once, but you're able to do it 3 times.
I am missing the
along with
fucking
devastating
ults.
attacks.
I had to
Bro,
put on ads.
he throws a dagger and he
Has an
teleports
aspect
to
we
it.
take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels us upward. It creates this burst,
Oh,
which
shit.
amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves.
All three of these supers are based around like team synergy and team play. This is actually really nice.
To do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know, like that instantaneous, like.
Dude, that Arc Hunter super is sick.
You know,
I like it. I like it.
Dude, they all three of them look really good.
Weapons team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always
Yeah, I guess
cooking up stuff.
not.
We're always playing with stuff
Damn.
that we think is like.
Well, who knows? It's not over
interesting
yet.
Or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this.
Maybe they
exotic
over-delivered for
pyramid
once.
fusion
What?
rifle. It has the really intriguing property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout. Tessellation has the additional property that you can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile.
That's so cool looking. What?
What's the one specific exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a
What
moment
should I
where we
Hydra?
saw that Traveler beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is
No
incredibly
way.
dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic.
This is
Destiny
bring
weapons
Icebreaker
and
back.
Oh,
provide
Dragon's
new
Breath!
opponent
Oh my
against something that
God!
feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvastov into the fold.
Oh
The
God.
Red Death exotic
Oh,
pulse
no.
rifle.
Oh, oh, Red Death.
Burn the world, burn it all. In the final
Let's
shape,
go,
we
let's
have
go.
new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing
Are you
weapons
10
can
seconds
be.
behind?
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo
rocket
sidearms.
pistol?
This
What?
fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage. They have a mixture of regular weapon and rocket launcher stats. We're also doing a new support
Yeah, the
weapon
damage is gonna be
subfamily.
like
The
0.
support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you
It's gonna have, like,
switch
two
seamlessly
fucking
from
two
firing at
ammo.
enemies to healing your allies.
What? This auto rifle
I'm
can
really excited
heal
to bring
allies?
it to
What?
dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
The weapons team is always coming up with new ideas. We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover. This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent.
Go.
This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock off my map. Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't. Well, better get back to it.
In this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cayde like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cayde is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cayde goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cayde here alongside his friends to finish the job.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to just see him slip back into the role, like, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think it's going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
I just remembered when Cade died, he was like, Ace, I'm coming home. Maybe he's originally from here, imagine.
Oh.
Plot twist.
The witness poses a dire threat,
Is this about this season?
and the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek.
Yeah, this is about this
If
season.
we contend with her sister, Zivu Araf,
Pit on
it
Earth.
rests with me.
Really soon.
Will you come back from this? Do not be afraid.
What?
Bring me your tithes.
Bro went full hive. What the hell is that helmet?
And have entwined it with your light.
Boy had big L.
The Spire Guardian. And open the way to our tithes.
What is that? That looks. Oh my god, it's a high boomer cannon.
Let them know fear. The death of whispers.
Finally got it as a weapon.
And they do.
Wait, is this another roguelike guy too?
Fight in my name, Guardian.
Oh, that's sick.
You defeat
Assuming that's a finisher.
strengthens me. My appetite rises for your brutal tribute. Let us show her what it is to be Hive. You have sounded the horn of battle. You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Season of the Witch. Okay. Already looks more interesting than last season, not gonna lie.
The Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first, and that bigger problem's name is Zivu Araf. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's
idea.
a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines, like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your Buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like,
It's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
I like this. As long as they're good and not like.
So we've got 2 brand new seasonal activities
Deep
coming
dives.
with
Plus
Season
10
of the Witch.
plus 10
We've
stability.
got Altars of Summoning and Savathûn Spire.
Savathûn Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more
it's
with
3-player,
Lucent Hive
thank
magic,
God.
but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathûn Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become
Christ,
like
fucking Eye of
Savathûn.
Sauron.
The Altar of Summonings activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As
Wait.
you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that
So you
tithing
can keep
bucket
doing
is
it as
filled
much
up,
as you
you'll get
want.
progressively
Oh man,
more rewards,
this might be the
and then
best
finally at the end,
activity
it'll
we've
cash
gotten.
out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has
Show
passed.
me a clip where
And
it's
so
like
we
says, like,
developed
he's
what
been
we're calling
playing
the
for
exotic
3
missions
hours.
rotator.
Right away,
It's gonna be
we're getting
neat.
Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's
Oh,
some of the
yeah, I
content
forgot
the
this was
fans and
coming
players
out.
of Destiny love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, Dead Man's Tale and Vox Obscura now
With Season of the Witch, we have a
craftable.
brand new Vex lo-fi
Oh,
PvP
shit.
map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight
Ooh.
gameplay experiences.
Wait, this map
We
looks
wanted to make sure that
nice.
We focused the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex
Ooh.
Network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not
Oh,
just one,
yeah, I
like
heard
the
about this
Scorch game
one.
mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass. We've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
What?
Yeah, so you're going to be reaping Guardians with that thing.
Wait,
It's a
that
lot
actually
more
sounds like a
tactical
really
gameplay.
fun game
It's
mode.
all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty hypey this season, obviously. There's something in the air. And so when thinking about like what's a good raid reprisal that would
Oh,
really
God,
suit,
it's
this
Crota.
very hypey season, there's only one answer.
Oh, it's Crota. Yep, it's Crota.
I have seen what the Hive call
A god. I'm not going to play this raid if you can't solo it. I don't care. Oh my god! Wait, we got the ornament sets back! Yo! Yo! We got the ornaments! Oh my god! Yo! It's one of the best sets in the entire, like, history of Destiny. Oh my god, let's go.
only a true weapon of the
Necrochasm!
is wrath.
Bro, look at those armor sets. And tell me they're not beautiful. Oh my god, they look so nice.
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players.
So the DLC is free, right? Come
So
on.
the DLC is now
Final shape, we're
$300.
Kind of running into the power were more simple and easy to understand.
Well, you can't buy the
and also
DLC, you broke
lowering
bitch.
the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels.
Bro, there are no challenges for power level. I play Lost Ark. There's no challenge for power level.
They're gonna bundle up the DLCs, right?
That are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be
tiers of difficulty.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage
Oh.
with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because
Oh, I
I think
thought
there
you
will
were
be a lot
saying
more
you're gonna
clarity
add, like,
for
a
players in terms of
contest mode
understanding
for raids
the
to just
relative
do.
difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is
This
making
conversation,
it
like, is
easier
not where I
for
thought it was
new
gonna go.
players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends
Oh,
along
Fire
to
Team
play
Power.
any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level.
Oh, wait,
The
that's
person
actually
with
kind of
the
nice,
highest
I guess.
power in your fire team
Boost the
is
power of the
actually
group
going
to the nearest
bring
highest level
all the
player.
others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other guardian to join you in this high level content.
When it's combined with Fire Team Finder, it
We get a
also
new
allows you
player to
find
join us to
strangers,
go do
people you've
Crota,
never
and we
played with
kick him
before and have that
immediately.
same experience. That's all
Wait,
regardless
that's
of the
cool.
power level of
It
you
is
and the
cool,
rest of the
though.
people in your Fire Team.
Fire Team Finder is the new feature that's coming
That's
in season
cool,
23.
but also
aimed
people will
at
be like,
helping
"He's
connect
high
and
power
bring other
level."
people
Oh, here we
together.
go.
The
Yo,
thousands
here's the
of
Fire
aspirational
Team Finder.
content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say,
Oh, I forgot
well,
it's not coming this
is my
season.
play style. I'm really chill. I'm anti-sweat.
Yo, I'm
just really
chill.
have a good day." Exactly.
Tags
Yo,
really
yo, I'm
allows
chill,
players
bro.
to show
I'm
a bit more
chill.
personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about it is
Yeah, no one's typing that. It's gonna be know what to do or get
As an
kicked.
example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully, the inclusion
Yo,
tags will
chill.
bring players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other.
He's
So
fucking
Yo,
stupid,
they
one
can-
of the tags.
as easy as possible for players to not just sit
Yo, I'm
and stare
stupid.
at a screen for
Can
a
I
long
find
time
other
while their
stupid
listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden.
I
that
do
comes
hope
with
the
trying
Fire
to
Team
make
Finder ends up being really good, because that would be fantastic for the game. I feel like the game doesn't have bad multiplayer problems
feature
like other
coming
MMOs
out
have, though.
today that I'm incredibly excited about is timeline
I
reflection.
don't like having
Wait,
to go
what?
on Discord
What is
or,
this?
We went back
Hold
to
up.
previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story. We are going to have a mission for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the
What?
memories, Guardian.
That's
The neat
sick.
thing about these missions is they're not
What,
going to be
doing
like
the
one to
same
one for
missions?
how you would experience
No,
in
no.
the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's Last Stand from Forsaken.
Oh, bro. Were you telling us you can replay that
This is
again?
a moment that
Oh.
a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right
It's
time to
free for all
introduce
players,
features
though,
that
I
are going
guess.
to allow those players to jump
It's
right in.
yeah,
and find
it's
people
it's
to play with
basically
and
a
enjoy
story
this
catch-up
content
thing.
regardless of their
But
power
it
level.
still makes no sense because you're gonna be doing missions back to back and then different setting, different story. It's like, bruh, you're just getting thrown into the middle.
We're
of,
reaching the end
like,
of this 10-year
Yeah.
different
I
narrative.
mean,
What's next?
we'll see what they do narratively to
And the new way
like
we're
try
gonna
to
tell
tie it
stories
together.
moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes.
Thank
And so
God.
the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after
That's
the final
definitely
shape.
Hive.
And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final shape. I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new
What is
missions
that?
coming around the core. There'll be new story moments, and every
it's
single
an
one of
event.
these
So these are
acts,
the
we're actually
new
providing
seasons.
more cinematic styled
Yeah, yeah.
experiences
Echoes has
throughout the
Vex
final
in the
shape
background.
year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons
We have a
we've ever
Scorn
developed
season.
before.
Y'all
These new
pass.
stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode
there's less
is something
seasons
you can
now.
experience.
I think
whether
that's
you've been
better,
playing Destiny
honestly.
for 10
But
years,
they're
or
more-
this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some
Really
people
hoping
look
they
at the
do
final
good with
shape
it.
and they think
We'll see,
Destiny
though.
2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal.
Bro.
Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage
Okay.
with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Please show it and don't just say it. Please, Bungie. Thank you.
What makes a guardian?
Oh! Rest in peace, bro!
Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We know that we were chosen for a reason. By something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery.
Can't be just
Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Watching it on YouTube, are you?
Leads to death.
I'm on YouTube, yeah.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
I think they're doing a Q&A after this, I'm pretty sure.
Let's cross it together.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Our purpose is its end.
This time, there is no escape.
Become legend.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system.
Dude, I miss those live
and at
action
the end,
cutscenes. Those
a
are so
simple
good.
message. Become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game.
Oh, so those came out
and get up to
today.
speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content.
Oh,
I can't wait to see you
I'm
all
actually
in the
excited
film
for
world
Crota.
as we learn more about the final shape, and how we can stop it.
Do not be afraid. Bring me your tithes.
After all these years, all we've lost, this fight might be our last. So I'm asking you to rise one last time.
Okay. Collector's edition reveal. Holy shit.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower. We really try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to
Are you watching the YouTube one now?
encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev,
Dude, I've never got a
worked on
collector's
it
edition
since day
before,
one.
but
Like, I think
ooh.
having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player.
That'd be such a
from when
cool
you first
piece
started
to have.
playing Destiny all the way to now. The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
Damn, my
There's a lot of,
Corin's
like,
all
hidden
bald as hell.
messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects and lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
You best believe I ever get that, I'm just keeping Kate on it forever.
Figurines are cool. I just the tower itself doesn't. Maybe
Yeah, I
that's
wish
part
they
of
I wish they put more color to it. I wish it wasn't just gray. That's my thing.
Yeah, it just looks. Yeah, don't know about that.
The hand cannon
It'd be
looks
cool to
sick.
Give you like a. Imagine they give you a.
Oh my god, this is the old this is the old D1 orbit music.
That trailer
Oh.
had nothing. Huh?
Yeah, that's one thing I'm kind of weird. I mean, well, here's what I'm wondering is from all the backlash of Lightfall from over expectations. And then this year, I don't know if you saw, but Joe Blackburn did a video on Twitter after the state of the game being so bad. And he was like, look, we're not going over stupid things like minimal changes. Like, by the way, there's a Zur rehaul coming in Lightfall or in Final Shape, and a whole bunch of other like rehauls to like systems and stuff. But they were just like, we don't want to talk about that. We want the showcase to be about stuff from the DLC, and that's it. Because, like, remember last year was, like, Guardian ranks, loadouts.
I mean, that's fine, but in terms of actually just even the, like, the cinematic version of the thing, it had nothing on the Lightfall trailer.
Yeah,
Lightfall
I
trailer
agree.
was
Oh, I agree.
Incredible.
Yeah,
And the
Lightfall trailer
audio-
was fantastic. It was, I liked it. I wouldn't say it was, like, the worst thing I've ever seen, but I definitely agree there could have been more. I was expecting them to reveal more too.
I don't mind the not revealing part, but like
I'm just
I
glad
don't
they
know if it's
didn't do anything story-wise. That's what I'm really happy about. Yeah. Because I think that's the big thing. Because last year they hyped up this crazy story and ended up being absolute garbage.
Yeah, but
Bruh.
imagine they don't hype it up and it's still garbage.
You missed it. I opened up YouTube and they were showing the Lightfall with like Lightfall, just like a recap because it was like 10 minutes left showing Lightfall, and every comment on YouTube was just LLLLL. I'm like, oh my god, man. Everyone hates it.
But like, because this is the ending, it needed that build up. I felt more of a build up watching the Lightfall trailer.
I know, bro.
There was no like, wow, you know, like fucking like amazing sounds, like epic fucking music, like.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That trailer didn't hit for me personally.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty indifferent about it, honestly. I'm not like, what? I was just excited because new supers.
New supers look dope.
Dude,
I think,
did you missed the Arc Hunter, bro?
It's bullshit. I got a fucking ad.
Dude, so like he takes like he basically takes like the weighted knife, he throws it, and then he can teleport to it and do an AOE slam. And he can apparently do it like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, that sounds sick. Wait,
That's
what's the super that can teleport? Nova Warp, right?
Yeah.
You can like teleport in between
Except,
like
like-
slams or kind of like that.
Yeah. Except that one's so much better because it's ranged. So you can just like launch it. You can launch it somewhere and then teleport to it. That's gonna be so cancer in PvP. I don't care though.